Hi friends, welcome to stream. Hope you're all doing well. Hello to Say and congrats on the first. Hello Floopy, hello Hadva. Love that I am stealing my friends from Grimbo's stream. Although I feel like I know a lot of you from Aggie's stream too. But hello and welcome, obviously. Kind of a late start today because I had a bit of a headache, and I'm really proud of myself for pulling it around and deciding to stream after all. Historically, I'm not very good at that. Also, can't believe, Hadva, that you're gray. I'm sorry. That is horrible. But Say, thank you for the sub. You have a cute little emote in the sub sticker book. We went with a beautiful lavender lilac color for you, so thank you. That was so sweet. 5 months. Thank you. And also hi Thrid, pop of the morning, pop of the middle of the afternoon, because yours truly is mother loving late. But I might stick around late today instead of trying to cut off at 5:30, which would be for me in like 2.5 hours. We might actually try to do a whole ass stream. We'll see. We'll see how hangry I get. But we have a lot of Hollow Knight to get through before Silksong drops, so like I need to hustle. So that's the plan. It's always morning when you get here. I love that. It is Zot o'clock for me when I get here, is how I'm going to say that. Which I don't think we have any more Zot to do, actually, unless we decide we want to do Colosseums, so that's a little bit sad. I did learn that I think I've missed Cloth for the second time. Like, I saw Cloth once in this game, but I didn't realize there was a second time that you could encounter Cloth, so oops. I might go see if we can find her again. Thread is blue, but showing up gray on mobile, that's so interesting. Why is mobile so hateful? Mobile is such an anti-user experience. I was taking a course in UI, UX stuff, mostly UX, user experience stuff. And I would love to have been able to, I wish I would have thought, basically, to bring up Twitch mobile as an example of what not to do to give users a good experience. Hi, Plum! Welcome on in. How is your Hollow Knighting journey going? Hi, Bold. How are you? How's your Hollow Knighting going? Everybody's Hollow Knighting right now, and I love it. It happened when you chose a color, so you figured it had something to do with that. Interesting. Curious if I show up as light pink everywhere, but I'm not that sweaty about it. Need to do some P5 practice. I can read. I think my brain tried to say V and 5 at the same time. It didn't go very well. Also, fun news, the Stream Deck to OBS connection is dead again, so I'm over here manually switching between scenes. If it seems scuffed, it's because it is scuffed. Everything's falling to pieces. You need to do some more practice too, but it's fun. Let's go. I show up as pink on mobile. Okay, interesting. Good for me. It's my fave. Is it my fave color? My fave color is actually a very specific color of purple, but it's so specific that it's really difficult to land. So I just go with pink. It's easier. I don't think it's every specialty color, because my pink was a specialty pink. It was not a default pink. I didn't get that color. Well, I had that color pink before they started charging you for the option to change your color. You see no scuffed. Well, it'll arise. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. Floopy is blue. Da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. You're listening to some 9 Inch Nails. Let's go. I have yet to listen to any because I forgot to write down the song that you suggested, and I apologize. I think we're just straight out of anything to buy. Yeah, we're out of things to buy. And I have no idea what we were doing yesterday. You're filming a 30 inks video? Let's go! Ooh, I'm excited. Bolt and I, in addition to being Hollow Knight friends, are also stationary friends, and it's been the highlight of my life to have somebody who likes both things. Downward Spiral is such a great album. Okay. I'll write it down. I'll write it down. I'll fall off my chair first, but then I'll write it down. Downward Spiral. Okay. I have it on my handy dandy to-do list, which I'm so excited to get to shop for a new handy dandy to-do list for 2026. Okay, let's look at a map, yeah? We were yesterday kind of working our way through dream bosses, so like these little dudes, and then also dream trees, but I think I'm down to maybe 2 dream bosses. And no dream trees left to speak of. We also have a Hornet fight to do, the second one. We have Hive Knight to do and Watcher Knights. Ha 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 ha. So, wish me luck. I guess we could go try. I guess we can go try the streamer fight. They're like kind of doable, you know? They're kind of doable, but wow, getting to this one is kind of ass though, huh? What do you mean I either have to go through the entirety of Deep Nest or like half of Fungal Wastes to get here? What is this nonsense, Balloon? Alright, I guess we'll go through Queen Station because that just seems... We'll have a good time before we have a bad time, and that seems better than just having only a bad time. Say! Please tell me that you're not suffering from a sudden loss of color vision, because that would be sad. Probably gonna be like half lurking today. Your lovely wife and you are, and your dogs are going camping once she gets home. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. Please take care too. Get ready. You're supposed to be at the San Francisco Pen Show today, but you're not feeling well, so you stayed home. Oh, that sucks. Speaking of shows, I don't know if you saw Yoseka Stationers in New York, question mark, won't be getting their Hobonichi stuff in time to do, they were supposed to have an event this year for the first time ever, and they won't be able to do it. And it's a big sag. It is a bummer, yeah. But definitely have fun on your trip. We are having a Friday stream. Let's go. We're having 3 streams in 1 week. That is not impressive for anybody except me. 9 Inch Nails can have a pretty harsh sound that isn't really for everyone. No, I'm aware of that, Plum. They're not on my regular roster for a reason. But I wouldn't mind listening to an album once through, you know? Twitch mobile does suck. I'm sorry, Zay. Do we need to hire a Twitch butler for you who can follow you around with a full-size laptop or other large screen so that you can watch Twitch properly? Because we can do a GoFundMe for that. I'm on board. Okay, we need to go kind of in a circle and then down and then cry a bit. Okay. I will immediately forget these directions. Don't worry about it. You're the office, you have no other choice. I see. That is truly sad. Bug, will you please? Good. You know what? This is not how we're not getting off to that kind of a start. I refuse. Hey. You use Twitch mobile because you're hoarding channel points. Someday we'll have a good use for those here. I promise. As of right now, kind of not really. I hear that Crimbo's chat is going wild using their points to redeem weapon runs. I asked the man when he was going to get back to Kazan doing the other 2 weapon types that he hadn't tried yet, and he was like, bruh, I'm just covered up with weapon requests. So apparently never is the answer. Jumbo indeed. That's cool. I'm glad everybody's having a good time with that. Okay, down. Just fall down a hole. I'm really good at that. And then left when we can. We fell down a hole! Let's go. You redeemed like 3 in one stream? How does that not have a cooldown? I guess that's what masochism looks like. Although we've decided that my version of masochism, rather than being challenge runs, is emotional TV shows. I have made entertainment a challenge run. Am I supposed to go somewhere in here? Am I stupid? I'm supposed to go down. Down the hole! Oh, it's so loud in here. Circle down, cry, yes. Don't give you a reason to use them, you just like to see the number going up? Okay. Still have class? Ugh. Well, thanks for being here, Cam. Cam! Ugh! I know you're lurking, but come back for just 1 second. I saw that you were streaming yesterday, and I'm sorry that I missed it, but how did your Steel Soul run go? If you can say, otherwise I will ask you again later when it's more convenient. Down and then left. Good. Where did you fucking come from? I need to go this way? I feel like I do. I feel like this bruh is gonna be in the way of me going where I need to go. Just go. Okay. Goodness gracious. You only redeem those because he does all remembrances and you get to see Mesmer. Oh, that's so unbranded beautiful. I love the commitment to the bit. Mesmer is genuinely killed based on when Say is about to go to bed. It's an art. That's amazing. If you just stream a different pic of Mesmer. Wonderful. Yours was blind running Hollow Knight and getting lost in Deep Nest for hours. Floopy, I don't know how you did that. I'm so grateful that I had, first of all, watched somebody else's playthrough of this. So I kind of knew what to expect, but also that I had, like, Sphine to guide me, because I think I would have had a really bad time doing this blind. This is a Deep Nest lover chat. It is not! Crimbo couldn't believe that I had 2 whole fucking Deep Nest lovers in this chat. He was like, what is wrong with your chat? Like, listen. We're all broken in our own ways, okay? Some of us like Deep Nest. Some of us like crying our eyeballs out at Downton Abbey, okay? Some of us like both. Ugh. Wait, who accused you of it being a bit? If it was me, I didn't mean it, I promise you. In the same way that, like... What am I clinking my... My sword so long that it's hitting off the floor? Hot damn, AO. Okay. So next step is to cry. Yes. Can we go left from here? I feel like we can maybe go left from here, and that would solve a lot of problems. Okay, it's maybe gonna cause more problems than it solves. I genuinely didn't know that you could cause an allergy attack by crying so hard that your body releases histamines, but that did happen to me watching Downton Abbey the other day. I cried so hard on like a Thursday that I ended up sneezing all day Friday. And that's a new medical phenomenon. Heard it here first, folks. Okay, we can go left. Let's go! Life is a comedy skit and we are all just committed to the bit. True. This is an obsession borderline stalking. I mean... okay, I will never be able to judge. People will send me like hedgehog videos or whatever, and a lot of the time I know which fucking hedgehog is in the meme. I'll be like, oh yeah, that's Rick. Rick died a while ago, but Rick has a little sister now. They live in the Ukraine. or hey, that's Jin Jin. Or hey, that's Pookie. Like, I know hedgehogs by name. It's a problem, okay? So I get it. I understand having a special love. You had Crimbo in the VC the whole time watching you struggle? Well, that sounds super helpful. Wasn't until Drew showed up and immediately said, why are you an ancient basin with no upgrades? Oh, were you pulling a Parky where you just go around with no upgrades the whole game? Also, hi, Loopy. I hope you're doing well. You don't think stalker applies, though? Hyperfixation? Yeah. It's a very cute... I don't mean that in a condescending way. I think it's a very sweet obsession. But I'm a big fan of if you like something, like it with your whole chest, you know? Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not have something in this world that makes you that happy? And don't ever let somebody fucking take it away from you. That's my policy. Will you get out of the sky, you horrible, gross thing? Thank you. Okay, sorry, we were going left at some point. Why are there 70 of them? Hoomst! Jiminy Christmas. Some people follow celebrities or sports cars, skirts follows hedgehogs. Yeah, I just follow so many hedgehogs on Instagram that I do in fact know them by name. Okay, can I actually not go? Okay, I can't go left. I'm stupid. Well, good. I'm glad we came down here to cry, and now we have to go a different way to cry. That was important. Government keeps trying to stop your crimes, but you love them. Listen, no crimes in chat. Why am I down in an abyss? Nobody asked for this. I've been in deepness for like 3 seconds and I'm already incredibly ready to leave. I just want to go home. Although, okay, so I did watch a little bit of Aggie's playthrough yesterday. It was a day behind, so it was like the day 2 VOD. And his experience in Deep Nest without the lantern is basically identical to my experience in Deep Nest with the lantern. What the fuck does the lantern do for you in Deep Nest specifically? Because I feel like the answer is a hot lot of nothing. Obviously it helps in some of the places that are like completely pitch black outside of Deep Nest, but I don't think it does jack shit in Deep Nest. I'm gonna be so for real with you. Cringe's dead sincerity is the new irony. Free yourselves from the need to not care about things. 100%. People who like don't care as a personality. I don't understand that. If you are losing individualism, you will embrace your obsession over a fictional man, and I will embrace it with pride. Hell yeah. I feel like I've been this way since... Oh, here we go. This is what we came here for. Since I was a wee little girl, though. Like, I went through a whole ass phase of being obsessed with Little House on the Prairie, the books, and the TV show. And we visited I don't know how many fucking cabins this is in the woods so that I could tell everybody who would listen about what all the little things that I had learned about Little House on the Prairie. Wore a whole ass dress with a bonnet and an apron to school. Not for a dress up day, just because I was feeling the vibes. And if I was so fucking confident about it that not a single person made fun of me for it to my face or that I know of behind my back. And I've been trying to recapture that insanity ever since. The lantern is a scam. True. For realsies. It is this freaking expensive scam, yes. I'd rather talk for hours with somebody who's legit passionate about one thing than spend 5 minutes with someone who thinks they're too cool to care about anything. Preach. The area between here and the beast den would be totally dark. The area to the right of all that is the same whether you have a lantern or not. Oh, that's fair. Okay. The beast den itself is lit up, though, and the screen right outside of it. Okay, that's a solid answer. Aggie was exploring the part that, like, I was just in right now, where, it's just kind of dim whether you have a lantern or not, so it didn't seem like it was doing anything. Maybe it does like the littlest bit of something, but it really does feel like a giant ripoff for most of these areas. But I'm too much of a chicken to come down here and try it myself. To be real. Shall we do battle? Let us test our strength in joyful combat. I'm gonna regret this. Oh, I knew it was going to catch me eventually. I should have seen that coming faster than I did. Not committed to... Oh, he's shooting little... I didn't realize that those lit up circles did damage too. I don't remember that at all from the first playthrough. LOL. You were never open about your interests because people kept bullying you or ignoring you for it, and you just kept it to yourself until a few years ago when you started to do it again, just not with strangers. That's fair. And I'm sorry that you had that experience. That sucks. I hope that you've found people here who are... I mean, I know you found some people here who embrace you for who you are. Hopefully next time around I'll be familiar enough with where the fuck I'm going. Not right this second, I'm not. That I can take off the... There we go! The compass charm. To this little... Good. Okay. Not a terrible run back. That includes the whole area where you might run into a stalking devout. Oh, that sucks, but those things are scary enough when you can fucking see them. Okay. Not sure if this room itself would be dark. Never tried to get to it since the rooms right outside of it is dark. Yeah, I imagine this room's lighting would be the same regardless, but what do I fucking know? Is there anything up here? There is anything up here. Okay. Someone thinks your obsession is cringe. You literally do not care, so it's their problem, not yours. Yeah, I follow somebody on Instagram who made a really good point one time that, like, if somebody comes up and tells you that, like, you're too much for them, right? Like, you're too caring, you're too obsessed, you're too loving, you're too loud, you're too quiet, you're too whatever. You can just say, like, oh, I'm too much for you. That doesn't mean that, like, you're too much as a human being, right? Like, that's just their taste, and you don't need to change who you are for their taste. And I found that really reassuring, because I feel like if somebody who's been told my whole life that I'm too much for people, or at least I get the impression that I am, and so it's nice to be able to be like, oh no, I'm not too much as a person. Like, this is exactly who I'm supposed to be. Like, I am being true to myself, and that's cool. And then if I'm too much for somebody, like, okay, you go find less. That's their skill issue? Yeah, that's a good way to put it too. You had the nerdiest niche possible in high school. You were the guy who collected anime DVDs and would lend them to people who asked. Was extremely popular with unpopular folks. I went to too small of a school to be in with any particular crowd. It was the kind of school where, like, you couldn't have cliques because you all had to sit at the same lunch table at lunch because there weren't enough kids. So it was kind of fun to be able to mingle with people who would have been considered jocks in another setting, or who would have been considered nerds in another setting. Because, like, people obviously still have their preferences and their personalities, even in a small school. It's just that, like, you all had to learn to get along. And see people doing Dark Deepness and speedruns to get to Hera without the lantern, but they never go in Galen's room. That's interesting. Some people are afraid to be corny, but I was born on the god. Do you have that as a shirt thread? Because that would be a great shirt. Also, okay, we have finished the first spindrift. We have a second spindrift lined up in the cooler can. I was almost done with one when I came down here. But I'm ready. There were legit like 1,000 students at your school. It sucked. My graduating class in 8th grade was 9 students, and my graduating class at a different school for high school, they were both private schools, so I went to a different school for high school, and that graduating class was like 37 kids, I think. So you knew the whole damn school. You knew everything about everybody, and it sure was a time. Ow, motherfucker. Oh, it's just gonna saw me to death over there, huh? Okay, we did not get sawed to death. Let's go. Second attempt, I will fucking take it. Unbelievable. I am defeated at last, so this is what it feels like to be bested. Still, though, I am strong, am I not? When you see our king, surely you'll tell him of my valor. Yes, he sent you here to test me, didn't he? I knew he had not forgotten, brave Galien. I'm ready to join you now. Brothers, you and I, let us leave this place together. Let's go! Is Monday a holiday for us? Oh, Labor Day. Yes, it is. It's my birthday. I like to joke that that's my birthday weekend holiday. Because my birthday's September 4, and Labor Day always falls on the first Monday in September, so it's pretty much right around then. Thank you. Can we make Happy Birth say like SAE and actually, can we make that a thing? Can that be a special greeting for people? You could do Stone Sanctuary in the dark, but you still can't do the No Eyes fight. I can do the dark area and Crystal Peaks along the way to Crystallized Mound and then drop into Resting Grounds. The one in Crystal Peak is pretty unfun though. I can't even imagine. I can maybe do the Path of Joni's Blessing in the dark if I committed to memorizing the route, but dark deepness is where I draw the line. That's a good line to draw, but hot damn, you are so much braver than I am in every conceivable way. Birthday, yes, exactly. Oh, you'll have no one to help at work because of the holiday. Oh, that sucks. The body of a fallen warrior. Nothing left. Poor soul. Okay, well, I think the blue goo that we picked up actually did the lifeblood or whatever that's called. I think that saved our butts there, actually. I think we would have been dead without it, so that's kind of neat. Trying to heal on my way back, but it's not going super great. Okay, better, better, better. You like how I eat a soul and you're like, oh, this is so sad. Who would do this? Listen. Always be gaslighting, gatekeeping, girl bossing. We're all the G words. It's an important part of life in 2025. Is she even going the right way? We'll find out in a hot second. I think so. OMG. Okay, now I do have a policy normally that friends don't let friends sit on benches in Deep Nest, but this was worth it to get this done. But nothing else of significance happens on September 4th this year. I screamed when I saw that end cap on the release date video. Just like, what do you mean that's my day? What do you mean my day is gonna get Silksong? Hello? I mean, I know that they're gonna release the Zote sequel on my birthday because they know how much I love Zote, but they also gave me Silksong? How damn? Okay, so now we need to navigate the fuck away from here because obvious reasons. Why the fuck would anybody stay in Deep Nest? Yo, we do have a pogoing challenge that we could try for in here. Man, I watched Aggie do that first try in his VOD and I was like, I wish just once in my life I had pogoing skills. Alas. Nobody likes you, little fucking silverfish bug. Can I check the map now, please? Okay, Ubbies is for puppies. Okay, we escaped. What's gonna try and kill me in here? Everything. The floor is lava. Yeah, it's like gatekeep Galien murder. Galien murder? Why do I keep reading it as Galien? Gastritis. Jail. Gibberish. It's a good one. Ugh. We have to go through Silverfish City to get out. I remember now. Oh my gosh, there's 3 of you. Yeah, get back out here. Stop going back into the ground. One's gonna pop out from over here too. Maybe not. Oh, it's gonna fall on my head. Gross. Gross, who designed this place? Who hates me? Do y'all live in a place where silverfish exist? Because we definitely used to. I don't know that I've seen one in a really long time though. The bugs that look like this, to be clear. I did! Did you put that in? Somebody put that in a Discord. I don't know if it was Ola's Discord or somebody else's Discord, but I did see that today, yes. But they're like, due to the release of Silksong, we're going to have to delay the release of Silksong because we don't want it to get interfered with this very and highly anticipated release. Okay, we've made it to the top. Nobody panic, nobody die. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Okay. Success, success! Welcome back, Plum. Uppies. Baby Steps is now releasing on September 23rd. Yes, I did see that there were some games that did actually legitimately get delayed. Or chose to delay, rather. Like, the amount of people who... I'm just so curious, like, of the people who had their own games that were supposed to be released, like, are they kind of secretly relieved that they got to back it up a week so that they could, like, take time to play Silksong by themselves, too? Like, are we just all Silksong fans? I feel like, yes. Oh my gosh, am I gonna get out of Deep Nest alive? OMG. I think that's really happening, folks. I think it's really fucking happening. Also, holy shit, how do we have $7,400? I desperately need to go find the DLC shit and unlock Charm Swallowing Worm Lady so I can give her all my fucking money before I lose it. Sometimes you might see a silverfish in the garage, but a lot less frequently since you've been banished all cardboard and paper from it. Ooh. Interesting to know that's something that they like munching on. I don't know that I've ever bothered looking at it. We have some cardboard in the garage right now because when I moved from rural Tennessee to crash with my dad in Cincinnati, we knew this was always going to be temporary. So we kept some of the moving boxes that I hadn't used rather than selling them back to U-Haul, which I wanted to sell them back to U-Haul, but somebody else didn't want to sell them back to U-Haul. You get your entire amount of money back. Like, it would be easier to store it at their place, which is for professional storage, than to store it in our house, but whatever, I got overruled. So anyway, we do have a bunch of cardboard boxes in there. So they might be filled with silverfish by this point. Skong is love, Skong is life, yes. Watch Hades 2 release on September 23rd. We had 3 things releasing in September so far that were relevant to me personally. Downton Abbey on September 12th, Great British Bake Off on September 5th, and Silksong on September 4th. I don't know why I said those in reverse calendar order. So it's going to be an amazing birthday month. And yes, I celebrate the whole month. Okay, I don't know where I thought I was going. Sorry, Stag. Hold on. I'm crazy. Okay, we do have another... Ooh. What is the fastest way to get to you? We have another dream boss. It's maybe not stupid to come up this way and then get this bench. Let's try. Can sell silverfish for a small fortune. Mm-hmm. If they were actually made out of silver, they'd be significantly less disgusting to me. Although I'm more of a rose gold girly. If we could have some rose gold fish bugs, that would be great. Why did they leave her on the map when she is extremely gone? That's very funny. You're moving into your new place on the 6th to the 7th. Let's go. Another great event in September. I will hopefully be looking at new places then. But I'm still waiting on my fucking money. Which will probably take the rest of my life to get here, if it ever gets here. I need to check the subreddit for other people who are waiting on student loan money to see if anybody's even getting their money anymore. Since the Department of Education is being deleted, one person at a time, I don't have high hopes. Aw. Doing fairly well there for a second. Tying down Abby into our ongoing discussion about stinkiness, I have a hard time watching period pieces without being distracted thinking about how bad everyone probably smelled. Yeah, I do like that they show people bathing in... I mean, like, they don't show people bathing, but you know what I mean? That they do, like, recognize that people need to bathe in Downton Abbey, the show. So it does feel like a lot of those people are probably not stinky. They also talk frequently about how often they're doing their laundry and stuff, so... I get to live in the fantasy of them not actually being stinky. Work on some audits at work and some of those documents are older than you are. That's fun. I don't know that I've ever worked on a document that was older than me, but I've definitely found documents that were older than me, like on floppy disks and stuff like that in the office. When I worked for state government, because they were like, they couldn't get rid of the state government documents, but they were also on floppy disks and nobody had floppy drives anymore. Like nobody had external disk drives or anything to read them, so they will just live in the office in a corner on a shelf for the rest of time. I'm using Pantheon 5 practice. Good luck, good luck. Have you done Pantheon 5 before, Plum? That's where I need to be, by the way. I really should have sat. Let's go sit. Hold on. Do we even have a government anymore, like besides police state stuff? Not a very functional one. I'm really glad I'm not currently working for even a state government. Because so many of like the road construction stuff, so much of the road construction stuff that we did had federal money in it. And I cannot imagine how fucking complicated that has gotten. I feel worse for, I had a friend who worked at, it was called 18F was the name of the branch. It was a special branch of the government that like specifically was helping other government agencies to make more accessible and cohesive and consistent websites. And that whole branch just like was one of the first to get shut down, obviously. Because why would we want any of the websites to be like accessible or usable? So definitely a rough time. I don't know who's out there still singing like I'm proud to be an American, but fucking not me. Not me. I'm having a struggle pussy time with it. If anybody wants to marry a streamer lady from overseas and get me out of here, I'd really appreciate it. Oh boy. Oh boy, I forgot this was in here. You adore the idea that the writers got feedback from focus groups that they thought the characters were too stinky and needed to have more bath and laundry mentions. I mean, it was one of my only complaints watching 24, other than it gave me incredible nightmares to watch so many people be tortured. But I do remember watching a few seasons of 24, and I was like, when the fuck does this man pee? I don't actually want to see a bathroom scene in the show 24, but like, could we just acknowledge that like maybe once he can't pick up the phone for Mr. President or his kidnapped wife or his kidnapped daughter or whatever the fuck because he's busy peeing? Just like once every 5 seasons. Give the man a piss break, you know? Wasn't allowed. You have not actually done Radiant Nightmare King Grim. You've done normal Grim Radiant. Oh, okay. Well, good luck with all. My child, can you still see? Please don't hurt me. Can't sleep with your eyes open, little one. Can't dream if you're still breathing, little one. Precious children, you speak such loathsome things as you sleep. Your claws scratch and scrape. Precious children, a monster has come for us in the dark. Will you sing for me? Oh boy. Last time I saw No Eyes was in Quinn Bobin's randomized Hollow Knight run. It was like No Eyes and Radiant and Enraged Guardian all in the same, they got randomized all into the same room. Just randomly. I think it was actually in the Abyss because every little like void creature in the Abyss gets randomized to any other character from the game. Including bosses, and it was just a clusterfuck down there. It was so terrifying, but so fun to watch. Jack Bauer has to carry around a piss bottle with him like he's an Amazon driver. That would be such a great crossover show. Okay, challenge the warrior dream. Yeah. This is off to a miserable start. Okay, I didn't mean to walk into the... That was silly. I walked into the spikes. That's on me 100%. Slow and steady wins this race, right? I mean, if I would stop falling off of cliffs into spikes, probably. I kind of find this very zen. Moderately annoying, but mostly just zen. Stop falling into the spikes, that would be wonderful. I need fucking steel-toed shoes over here. Is that a charm? Strong feet? Need a strong feet charm. Good. Where the fuck did you go? This is definitely not a no-hit kind of stream, by the way. More of an all-hit kind of stream. Please understand. Hi, Lydiated. Welcome on in. I was very relaxing for some reason. I did a terrible job of it. Oh. One by one, their eyes closed at last. I felt it, a warm stillness falling over us. I'm sorry I was frightened of you. You were always protecting us, even when we couldn't see you. Take us there, please. A place where light cannot haunt us. A place without dreams, please. Okay, I think we're past whatever we needed to be for Grandmama on our dream nail. Soothing and not at all creepy. I actually did kind of find it soothing. Why? The little lullaby was really working for me today. I have everything in the Hall of Gods beaten on Radiant difficulty except Markoth and Pure Vessel and Radiance. Okay. The teleporting in this fight is so annoying. Stand still so I can beat on you. I don't know. It was nice that I could stand still and heal as much as I wanted to. I guess. One mask run win. LOL. LOL. Took me like, I don't know how many tries. A face carved from stone. To get just the flower quest done. I don't think hitless is in my future. Good. Is there anything else in here that's not a real question? But it is what I'm exploring. Confirmed that I'm a little bug ghost. Kind of sucks that the one mask mod doesn't work on the current patch of the game. Yeah, I assumed there was something in here that I already picked up. Speaking of mods, somebody was all hot and bothered that Aggie wasn't using the mod that lets you sell everything to Lem at the same time. I did not know that that was a mod. Okay. We good! Enjoy your journey back, Say. Thank you for hanging out. Okay. Can never be too safe. Let's just do a little safety heal. Great use of somebody else's command. No, it's my... I don't know if they'll be able to hear me because of the ad break now. Second playthrough. Oh, ads. Always at an inconvenient time. Oh, fuck off with you suddenly having magnificent aim, Mr. Obble Lobble. Okay, babajija. Where do we want to go? I feel like there was one other dream boss. Oh, we should go see Grandmama. Let's go do that right quick. And then we can go find the other dream boss. And then I think we have to start facing real bosses, which stinks for me because I don't feel ready for the real bosses. I don't feel ready. More left than up. Can do. Okay, we made it to the stag station. Grandmama. Over the river and through the woods, to grandmother's house we go. Lydia, if you're still here, this is second playthrough. I played it a year ago as my first ever stream game, and also first ever game where I could die in a video game. So, it has a very special place in my heart, because it's just so perfect. But anyway, for my 1-year stream anniversary, we decided to come back and play it, and then we obviously got the news that, Silksong is happening. It's real. It's happening. What? So now there's a slight rush to finish Hollow Knight before Silksong hits. Let's go. We got our 900. Yes, you're starting to see them. The connections between us and the dreams we leave behind, like prints in the dust. The time has come for you to learn how to revisit the places connected to you. Hold the dream nail tight, wielder, and imagine a great gate opening before you. Grandma Moth. Yes. We mastered the dream. Oh, I forgot. Holy shit. I think I'm the only person in the entire world who has ever used Dreamgates. But I'm obsessed with Dreamgates. I forgot. OMG. These are my, like, top tip for anybody playing Hollow Knight. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Because then you could bench. Yeah, happy to have you here. We're having a great time. Because then you could bench in Deep Nest, right? Friends don't let friends sit on benches in Deep Nest. But you can with this, because you can Dreamgate your way out of here. Just game-changing technology. All those times I could have just left Deep Nest immediately. That's basically what it is. It's the leave Deep Nest immediately gate skill. It's very important. Oh my gosh. Will I remember that I need to do this? Okay, so... It won't let me set one. Oh, it did let me set one here. Okay. It does use up one of your essences to get up here. I forgot about that. Okay, I used up who knows how many fucking hundreds of essences in my first playthrough. I made sure we had enough to get the final. Oh, I didn't even talk to her to ask how many. I made sure to have enough for the final. Is it like 1200, 1300 something? And then after that, we spent those fuckers like it was our job. You love them when you remember they exist? Yeah. Grandma, please talk to me. Okay, 1200. 1200, yes ma'am. What do we have though? I feel like we're not that far off. If we do one more, if I hadn't spent one. Well, it's 1200 for this. Maybe there's an 1800 total. I need to not spend them all on Dreamgates before I get to the end. But 1200 for the next one. And then I will make sure I don't overspend them before then. Oh boy! But like also helpful, for example, if we go back to the Hornet 2 fight, that bench that's by the Hornet 2 fight is so fucking annoying to get in and out of. Or like Hive Knight, right? Like, so just like bench somewhere that's convenient and then put your fucking Dreamnail gate over by the fight. Or continue using that bench but also have the Dreamnail like over by like Dirtmouth or something like that so you can get out when you need to. Nobody needs to be running in and out of the Hive anymore. Nobody needs to be running in and out of the Hornet fights anymore. Like, we got this. We are free from the fucking running all over this map. Most of your Hollow Knight knowledge comes from watching challenge runners, so you have huge gaps in your knowledge. That really bit me in the butt when I was doing White Palace for the first time, because, well, the only time. Because I'd only really ever watched speedrunners do White Palace. And they have very different strats. So I kept trying to do these little skips, not knowing that they were skips. And Sfina was like, girl, you dumb? Like, you can just go straight. You don't have to go the weird way. And I was like, oh, I am dumb. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we had one more Dream Boss? Am I crazy? Am I stupid? Or do we just have to do bosses now? Don't make me do bosses now. Challenge runners are the best and the worst, honestly. So, like, it's so beautiful to watch somebody who's, like, extraordinarily good at Hollow Knight, like, play this game. You realize, well, I realize how bad I am at it in comparison. But you just realize how smooth this game really is when you watch somebody just like fly through it, whether it's for hit lists or speedruns or whatever. Man, I think we're straight up out of dreamy bosses to do unless we want to do like False Knight 2.0, whose name I've forgotten. Okay, that's fine. We can go do bosses. Where do we want to leave? It's not a bad place to leave our Dreamgate, actually. I will say the only problem is I don't know how many times I forgot that I had one of these set up and I accidentally just went back and yeeted myself out of somewhere. So I need to be really careful to not yeet myself and then have to make this whole fucking walk back all the way all over again. Let's go to King Station though. Well, I get good at this game and you can watch someone else be good at it instead. That's my forever policy, let me tell you what. That's why I like watching Deathless's streams so much. Man just makes this game look easy, breezy, beautiful. Found at least one lore thing in Hollow Knight that you didn't know about by hearing a whiny grub in a randomizer run and being like, oh yeah. Well, like, I was doing the, pogoing across this roof in here yesterday to get the, there's like a, it's not a gift card, but I call them gift cards. There's some, like, Hallownest seal or something like that above this particular, roof, if you pogo your way across it. And whoever was watching yesterday was, somebody watching yesterday hadn't seen that before. And I was like, I can't believe I know a thing. I can't believe I know a thing. But I learned that from some sort of challenge runner or speed runner, for sure. Okay, we have been down here. Interesting. I don't remember having been down here. Well, I guess we must have been. Okay. Into the goop indeed. Okay, so up and to the right. No. Not today, Satan bugs. Oh, we almost got away with it. Oh my gosh, they're following. Oh no. Run for your life. Okay, that's terrifying. Okay. Oh. They are Satan bugs. I still maintain that my least favorite bug in the entire game is the bug in Crystal Peak that shoots crystals at you. Surely they have a name. I should probably learn the name of my enemy. Oh. Crystal Hunter. These things can get in the fucking sea. Worst bug in the game. You would think that it would be some of the scaries from Deepnest, but no. It's Crystal Hunters. They're the worst ones in the game. There is a close second, and it's not actually Aspids. My kingdom for these to be sorted by area, by the way. I mean, like, as in, give me category names. Oh, no. Where's my close second? So ones that shoot boomerangs at you. I think I passed them. Yeah, I definitely passed them. Nope, I didn't. Mantis Petra. These things... And they're wind sides. Those are number 2 on my most wanted list, as in most hated list. Do they hunt crystals, or are they crystals that hunt? Name too vague. 2 out of 10. 100% crystal bugs are way worse. Yeah, they're something about them, bro. I cannot not get my ass kicked by them. It's pretty upsetty spaghetti. You'd think at some point I would learn, but no learning for me. Just perpetually getting my butt kicked. Okay, what do we have equipped? We're doing kind of a nail build. I don't know that I love that. I don't know. I mean, there's no winning. It's... We could be Stinky Boys. Have we tried being Stinky Boys next to Hornet? Hey there, baby. This is what I imagine the visual is after, like, middle school boys apply an entire bottle of Axe to themselves for better smells. This should be called the Axe charm. Everybody will just know. Musky Night, yeah. I'm trying to think of what a scent would be that the Axe would have. Strong lumberjack. That's the smell that we've got going on here. It's a lot. But I'm sure Bay is gonna be so impressed. Come over here, Hornet. You won't believe what new upgrades they've got for you. I smell so hot. Your least favorite are the big tunnel blocking bastards in Deepnest. Oh, they're annoying, but like, there aren't enough of them to warrant me being pissed off by them. Like, most of them you don't need to interact with. You need to interact with like 2 of them. And I can do 2, but like all of Crystal Peak is blocked by those motherfuckers just pushing you off of platforms. Or blocking the platforms. Or just shish kebabbing you midair, and I can't fucking do it. It's a YouTube video of somebody doing the Path of Pain with a shitload of unkillable primal aspids modded in and chasing me around. That sounds like masochism. That sounds like masochism. So you see when you watch a movie set much further back than a century or so, you can see the stink wafting up every character. I mean, I applaud your imagination, and at the same time, I use my imagination for a better cause, which is to imagine that they all just shower. So maybe have a chat with your imagination about the choices it's making. You know, some name like Tiger Punch or Lion Slammer or Suplex the Thunder. Okay, yeah, this is definitely Tiger. Well, okay, I love tigers. They're my favorite. We'll do Lion Slammer. Wolf Slammer. Stay away from the cats. Wolf Hammer. We smell like Wolf Hammer. Who up hammered they wolf? Hey, babe. Oh, she doesn't like it. She doesn't like it at all. Jeez, why is she so much faster than I ever remember every time? Okay. Bad first start. Bad first start. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Bear suplexer. The wolf consented. Don't worry about it. Consent is important, chat. I got murdered by my own stinky shade. I feel like your shade should also have stink when you have stink. Like a lingering stink. You're not about to yuck some wolf's yum. Good, good, good. We let people like what they like here. No kink shaming, but also maybe no kink sharing. Oh boy, we're gonna be here for a minute. The game to play is going to be short enough to finish before Skong releases. Finally doing Undertale seems like it might be a contender. I know nothing about it. Okay, I don't like this strap, by the way. Knock-ons were stinky. Coffeetron! How are you doing, friend? Shaw! Are you looking forward to Silksong? Are you playing on release? Tell me all the things. Took the day off for a 4-day weekend. Let's go. I keep forgetting that we are having a holiday on Monday. For a girl who has claimed Labor Day as her own birthday holiday for a long ass time, I'm embarrassed that I keep forgetting about it. But I'm taking the weekend off after the next. I'm taking the next weekend off to go to Cleveland for a bit. The number of Undertale fall stars, but maybe now's the time to just grind it out. Yeah, I wish I were a knower. You can also do all endings for Undertale in a pretty short amount of time. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Okay, do I need to write this game down? Is this game on my list? It might already be on my list. The charm combos with Smelly Knight are hilarious. Yeah, I just learned yesterday, maybe. Maybe I knew it before, but I definitely feel like I learned for the first time yesterday that you get a discount with Leg Eater for being stinky. Where was I for that? Apparently I keep getting the charm after talking to Lag Eater, or maybe I'm just never wearing it when I'm in there. You never finished Hollow Knight? Oh no. It's so good. It's a very strong contender for best indie game ever made. Never ever ever play it on stream. Should be on you. Okay. If it's on my list, but I shouldn't play it on stream, I am gonna just make a note of it again. Play Undertale off stream. And I'm gonna say thank you, thread, next to it. I don't forget. Because yeah, I do have a few on my list. Outer Wilds is another one that, like, I've heard would be kind of a pain in the ass to stream. Not because of people who are, like, normally in this chat, but because of drive-by Outer Wilds people who have a great love for the game and forget that other people would also love to play it without hints. So, I don't say that hatefully. I just think the backseating would be out of control. And the spoiling. There's a synergy between Defender's Crest and Spore Shroom. Seems like there would be. I don't remember. I fucked around with that a little bit in my first playthrough, but not well enough to remember it. Fandom kind of pushed you away from Undertale. You're enjoying Deltarune. So they are related, right? I'm barely smart enough to put that together from people's conversations. Same dev. Okay. Same letters of the alphabet. Outer Wilds is a fantastic game. It's another game you have a number of false starts. Okay. Alright, yes. Outer Wilds is definitely on the list. I think it's going to be one of those ones like Blueprints where I'll probably play it together with Crimbo, my collab partner, but we'll play it off stream. So like with Blueprints, he played the game, like he did all the clicking and driving. It was on his computer. And then I, like, contributed ideas from the sidelines in a Discord call. And it was really fun. I'm glad we did not stream that one, because it would have been a nightmare. So I think Outer Wilds would probably bear up well for the same kind of thing. Where you still get somebody to play it with, but, like, you don't have to risk everything being spoiled for you. Off to have dinner. Enjoy your dinner, Loopy. Thanks for hanging out. Well, that's fun that they have, like, a character overlap, too. So many Shaws, ma'am. So many Shaws. And no, I am not playing this with keyboard and mouse. The first playthrough I did keyboard mouse, and I'm proud of myself for that insane decision. It is probably one of the easiest games to play keyboard mouse because there just are not that many keys. If you can handle 6 keys in your left hand and the arrow keys in your right hand, you're fucking good. So yeah, I don't have any problem with people playing this game keyboard mouse. But I'm going with something that I'm more comfortable with overall, which is keyboard. So the insane clicking that you hear is my Xbox controller. She do be just spamming the Shaw button, yeah. Why couldn't they let you dash through this section? It's just heckin' rude. Just feels like there should be a like totem between the bench and here, you know, or something to hit to get soul back. They just send you in here, huh? Good. We may need to come back to this fight again. What I remembered is that mouse and keyboard is king for aiming, controller's king for vehicles, movement is a mixed bag but tends to favor controller. Could always go hit some brass, but it's true. Yeah, because this game is pretty much just like left, right, down, up though, it does favor keyboard only. Like there's no mouse involved in Hollow Knight. So I think that is what maybe made it easier for me, is that there was no mouse involved. I don't find it crazy at all because, like, again, it's just like 2 rows of 3 keys. So like it's very simple on the side. Like you're not like all over the fucking keyboard, which I find very overwhelming. You're not using a mouse. And yeah, again, you can very easily then control like what is up or down or whatever. Whereas like I am having trouble. I'm not using the D-pad on this, which some people I know do. I find the D-pad really fucking annoying to use. So because I'm using the joystick on controller, occasionally I find myself where I think I'm moving left to right, but I also have a little bit of an up input, and I end up getting an up spell when I don't want one. So I would either use D-pad on this, I guess, if I didn't hate the D-pad so much, or go back to keyboard only for more precision. Since I don't give any hoots how precise I am right now, I'm fine with just using controller though. But yeah, it's pretty perfectly set up for keyboard. And I have really struggled with other games. Like, I didn't end up doing Peak on keyboard. I tried the Peak on controller, and that was such a bad idea. Peak is not meant for controller. They've got some bugs in that, let me tell you what, and not the cute Hollow Knight bugs. Okay, we're gonna go get some soul juice before we go into this fight. Coming in... Oh, you're keyboard only. Okay, yeah. So you can confirm. It's so doable. And the Sphine, who is both my moderator and also my unofficial Hollow Knight coach, is a keyboard gamer for this, and was commenting that, like, okay, this is maybe not a good way to get soul. For like speed runs and challenge runs of this, it's pretty mixed. Like, it's a pretty good balance of keyboard runners and stop it, and controller runners. A lot of crazy things are doable. No, but I mean, like, I'm a bad gamer and I found it very easy to play on keyboard is what I'm saying. So I don't know what would then qualify it as bad. If it's accessible to even the dumbest player, then I think it's actually a good option, is what I'm trying to say. Jeez! There's no analog inputs, no reason to use a stick at all. It's just what you enjoy. Yeah. I just feel more comfortable with a controller at this point, since that's what I've been using for every other game for the last year, so I didn't feel like trying to switch back just for this. And the one thing that really I struggled with before was pogoing, so I was curious if it was any easier for me to pogo on controller. And I'd say that's a mixed bag of an answer. I'd say pretty much no, actually. Oh, quaint. Hi, friend. How are you? Gee, you wonder what you, a console gamer who barely touches computer gaming, uses? Yeah. I don't know that I would have thought to have used a keyboard with this if somebody hadn't suggested it first. But I also, other than playing The Sims, hadn't really played any, I guess in World of Warcraft. Which, like, World of Warcraft, you do use keyboard mouse. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know why I'm walking back to that boss fight. Like, I'm gonna suddenly... We'll give it one more try. But yeah, I was kind of just following the excellent advice I was given. No regrets. Jeez. Aww. That wasn't the best fight that we've ever done, but it was going better than it had been. No skirts or girts, exactly. Don't want to derail, but you should check out that game Herdling sometime. I've seen ads for it. I don't know where I've seen it. Where would I have seen ads for it? Okay, no, I'm listening. Derail away. Herdling. I do think I want to take a bit of a, like, cozy break game. Once a week cozy game break or something like that. Once we get through this game in Silksong. Before I launch into, or like while I will launch into Souls gaming, because I think I'm going to need a once a week break from Souls gaming. So, something that has a cute name like her, like, oh, I saw the trailer for it, where you like you collect aminals, right? And like take them with you and take care of them and stuff. It's probably a terrible assessment of what's actually happening. It's not cozy per se. Yeah. Well, I called this a cozy game. Cozy vibes, but even if it's not, like, a farming simulator or something, you know? Can you pet the dog games ever? Oh! See, that looks good. You died to Hornet 2 in the Pantheon earlier. Need to practice that fight again. Come practice on Hornet right now and beat her for me, please. Hornet sounds so silly without background music. She's just yelling. Shaw! Okay. Yes. I didn't mean to dash into her, but that's what we did. I am not feeling great about this fight just yet. We did well one time. Oh. Oh, there's part of me that really wants to use Fragile Strength. I know it's fragile, and I know we'll lose it after this one attempt, but just let it happen. Okay, I don't know what else to use for that last spot, though. Maybe we just roll with it. Maybe we just go with this and call it a game. I don't know. We have the money. I mean, not right this very second, but we do have the money to go get this fragile charm repaired if we need to. And we know now that we can put on Stinky McGee. I get a discount. Okay, see, already it only took 3 hits to get our stuff back, so that's improvement. Good start. Shit! Oh, charm broken, Sedge. Okay, that wasn't terrible. I think I just played better in general because I was trying to not break the charm. So... I think we can give it a few more tries. We'll be focused. And the good news is if we always want to leave, we can leave. Oh, I forgot to put Grub Song back on. I knew I was missing something. Oh boy, welcome back, Kim. So I think you missed it earlier, but I was saying that I saw you streamed yesterday. How did your Steel Soul go? Thank you. I did have Grub Song on, lol. What was I missing that I felt like I was missing? I know that's redundant. Leave me alone. I do feel like I'm learning it a little bit, so I'll take it. Yeah, we're getting very shod, thank you. We're just reminding people what they're going to be experiencing when Silksong drops. Not the best. Making good progress. Decided to get a bit crazy and did a bunch of skips for no reason. Didn't die yet, so that's what matters. Gonna go for wings next time you play. You've got Soulmaster, D-Dark, C-Dash, Mantis, Moloch, 9 total masks, a bunch of charms, Shade Soul, a Soul Vessel, and Dream Nail. Not bad. That's a really good start, for sure. A very good start. I'm sorry that I missed the stream. I saw it way too fucking late. But I am excited to catch the VOD if I can. I jumped there. I jumped there, I swear. Refuse to touch deepness until you're damn near invincible. That is a smart move if ever I've heard one. The saying in the stream has been friends don't let friends sit on benches in Deep Nest, but I feel like it could also be friends just don't let friends go to Deep Nest. Although, that is, I'm realizing, a different fight that we could be doing if we wanted to. See, that's an example of when I was definitely not intentionally hitting the up button, and yet my up spell went off because my controller thought I was pressing up. Which was never a problem with keyboard. Rude. Literally walked into the deep nest door past post mantis. Panicked so hard to get back in your head. Don't know how far you have to be for the door to close. You were right on the trigger. Oh no. Okay, actually. No, we'll do it. We'll do it a few more times. Yeah, I keep thinking like, oh, I should leave and come back, but like also I know that I'm actually learning something right now, so I should probably stick with it. It's just the stinky learning stage, and everybody's allowed to have a stinky learning stage. Sitting with discomfort is one of the things that I enjoy about streaming. Stop running into Spiky Lady's face, ma'am. I got pretty far into the second phase one time, and that's what's keeping me going right now, is that I feel like it's doable. Although I had the same experience with Hive Knight yesterday, where like I was so sure that we were like 2 hits away from killing Hive Knight, and then I could just never get back there again. So, it's fine. If I actually get disheartened, we'll leave. But for now, I'm not feeling that bad about it. I'm just proud of myself for showing up to stream today. Thank you very much. Trying to do a down spell like that entire time and it just wasn't doing it, so that's annoying. We got Adidas! Fucking rude. Just learning a lot of patience today. I spent another 20 minutes on the phone with Apple this morning. Trying to hunt down my missing MacBook Pro. And they were like, yeah, I know it's frustrating, but we'll figure it out. I was like, will you? It's a week late and everybody seems confused when I call about it. I don't think it is. I don't think we're gonna get this sorted. That was confusing. Patience is a valuable skill, it just takes a while to pay off. Yeah, as long as we remember there's a difference between patience and tolerance. I feel like there are a lot of times in my life where I've been asked to be patient about something when really somebody just wanted me to tolerate bad behavior. That's not what's happening here, mind you. But the word is now forever blurred in my brain. Spent a lot of time talking about that in therapy. I know we've beaten this before. That's the annoying part of playing this for a second time, is like, I know I've done this. How? I see. I see. You paid hard-earned money for this item. We will proceed to break our own contract and give you nothing in return except more time without your purchase. Yeah. Yeah, well, and the weird thing is that every time I call in, I'm like, yeah, this laptop, which has an order number, is missing. And they're like, oh. Well, that's okay. And then they have to put me on hold so they can talk to somebody about it. And then they come back and they're like, so when were you supposed to get your order? And it's like, it's literally all there on the page, because then once they start reading through it, they like find all the information. I'm supposed to get to the store a week ago. And they just get all confused about it. And they're like, well, have you tried contacting the carrier? And I'm like, well, fun fact, Apple doesn't actually share shipping information when it's going to a store. Presumably so you can't just rob an entire Apple store's worth of shipments all at once. So they don't tell you who's shipping it or what the tracking number is. So I don't know who the fucking carrier is, so no, you have to do that. And they're always like, whoa. Whoa. It's coming from Vietnam. Well, it's from Vietnam. It's been sitting at the Cincinnati hub, and I live in Cincinnati. It's been sitting at the Cincinnati hub for over a week now. It's just lost by some carrier. I'm not allowed to know which carrier. But we're going to assume it was FedEx, because what other carrier is this stupid? So FedEx has been sitting on it at Cincinnati for a week and some change now, and they just like forgot to finish sending it to the Apple store. But the fact that the people at Apple never know that I don't have the tracking information, and they're always like, well, what have you done about it? And I'm like, I literally can't do anything about it, okay? Or else I would have. I'm clearly a very responsible person. It's so irritating. At least, today's person didn't ask me if I knew that I had customized it, because the previous 4 people that I talked to all thought I was too stupid to use the multiple choice picker on the Apple website to customize my laptop. It's the whole reason I couldn't just like go buy one in a store. It's because I wanted a custom amount of RAM and a custom amount of storage. Shoot me. That's the whole point of this. And I had it shipped to this. It doesn't really matter with the. It would have been lost either way, I assume. But I had it shipped to the store so that I wouldn't have to worry about being home to sign for it, right? I could just go pick it up at the mall, basically. And it's not like we live in a sketchy neighborhood or anything. I just find that very annoying to have to be home. Also, the dog gets all, like, angry if there's somebody at the door. It was a whole thing, so I was like, it'll be easier. It'll be easier to have it shipped to the Apple store. No, it will fucking not. No, it will fucking not. Oh, and the other part is that it's a trade-in, right? So, like, I have my existing laptop, and they're like, well, have you sent that in yet? And I'm like, no, bitch. How am I supposed to transfer the information off of it onto the new computer when you won't give me my new computer? So that's been a whole thing too, because I don't want to lose. It was like $800 value for this old computer, and so I don't want that quote to expire and like get charged for that. Not that I care if I get charged for it, but that was part of the fun of this trade-in, was that, you know, I got $800 off the cost of a brand new computer by giving them this old one. Anyway, it's been much more of an adventure than it ever has been before. This has definitely been my worst experience. And I'm sure it didn't help that we're like right smack dab in the middle of like tariffs getting weird, shipping companies deciding that they will or will not participate with the United States anymore. Like, I'm sure none of the timing of that was helpful, but it has been sitting in the United States for like a week and a half now, so it's just our own dum-dum FedEx people who are streaming from my laptop. So if you see a stream from inside of a FedEx hub in Cincinnati, it's my fucking laptop. Just kidding. Just kidding. Killed Pantheon 5 3 times in a row. Let's go. I don't know how much you can know to see how much they can bullshit you. I'm at the point where I'm one step away from creating. I use Craft. It's a really amazing like note-taking app that works across like every platform, including Windows and Android and shit. Okay, but it was originally, I believe, a Mac, iOS, iPadOS thing. But it's just beautifully designed, and like all of my notes and research and everything I ever need to keep organized is in Craft. And it's to the point where I'm about to start a Craft document that's like, here's the date that I got my first trading kit, here's the date that I got my second trading kit, here's my order number, here's the when I was supposed to get my package. Like, I'm about to have to like write out a timeline that I can just send them as a PDF every time I call and be like, here's the information. I don't like being drafted to the customer support team. I don't like having to do their job, you know? Ma'am. Ma'am, do you have anything else to say? Okay, we were doing really well in the first part of that fight, and then the second part just really fucking fell apart, huh? Craft is really pretty. Okay, so my beef with Notion is that it just doesn't work the same way that my brain works in terms of like having... It's a little too nested sometimes. Craft does let you nest documents inside of other documents, but it's also like a standalone app, and I found that the standalone app is much better, whereas most people that I know that use Notion use the web-based version, and also the mobile version of Notion I found really nauseating. But so many people use and love Notion that I do not mean that in like a hateful way. Like, if it works for your brain, it works for your brain. Craft works for my brain so well that... Like, they do have a free version, but I've been paying for it since, like, day 2. Because it was... I was like, take my money, please. This is the best thing that has ever happened in my life. I would say that maybe it's a little bit less template-based than Notion as well. But they have really amazing like exporting options, whether you want to share something as a PDF or you want to share a link to it. My mod guidelines, for example, for the moderators for this Twitch channel is a craft document that I can just share the link to, and it's all formatted really beautifully, and I can choose to share that link with like specific people, or I can just post the link and anybody who has the link can view it. Again, it works really, really well for me and my organizing of my brain. Also really nice that you can export it to certain like blogging platforms and stuff like that. I don't know, it's good shit. I could talk about craft all day. Tentative Silksong news, by the way. There are images spreading that GameStop has opened pre-orders with the game priced at $20? What? That's such a rip-off for them. Thrid, enjoy your camping. Thanks for hanging out. It was a lot of fun to have you here. I hope you and your wife have a very restful and adventurous time away. Good adventures, not bad ones. Lovely memories. Have a s'more for me. I landed on her pointy head. It's on their website for $19.99. That can't be real. That can't be real. People were guessing there'd be like 40 USD. I'm like, that would have felt like such a fair price to me. $19.99? That feels like they're just fucking giving it away, bro. Spent 7 years making the most anticipated indie game ever, released it at a cheap and affordable price, refused to elaborate, disappeared. We're really into that uppy spell today, huh, Spicy Skirts? Okay, you have fun over there. I mean... I think that's maybe the most impressive part of it, is like they have so much hype behind this game. They could have charged $80 for it. And I would have paid happily. And they're like, you know what, we want everybody to be able to play this new masterpiece. So how about 20? Does that seem fair? Like, what? Even if it's just like introductory pricing, that would be so cute. They could have charged anything and people would have spent the money on it. That's what I mean. Like, they could have been so greedy with it. They could have funded their own children's college funds for the next 7 generations, and they were like, no, we just want people to play the game that we had fun making. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I just hope that they make back whatever they put into it. You know what I mean? If the game is a void hornet, we're doing great at that. If the game is a hit hornet, we're doing pretty bad at that. Oh my gosh. They sold 15 million copies of Hollow Knight. Yeah, I mean, like, that is all well and lovely. It's just like they're also paying for 8 years of salaries for however many people for however much time they invested into it. Right? Like, I don't know. 15 million times 20 does sound like a lot of money until you split it up against, you know, if you were paying for office spaces or if you were paying for, you know, I mean, one singular Adobe subscription costs $1 billion. Just kidding. Used to. Could have released as a full AAA title and barely made a dent in demand. Imagine their thought process is so many people are going to buy this, we can make it 2 pennies and be profitable, make it affordable, and we make even more. Yeah, I mean, like, if nothing else, they've solidified that they're cutie patooties, and like, that does mean that people will, if they make a Zote game, when they make a Zote game, they can charge $800 for that, because that's what Zote said that they should charge. And I will pay that. They already won the capitalism. Yeah. Silksong on release was only $15. Jeez. Listen. Zote is my beloved. Is my button still working? It is. Precept 28. Don't peer into the darkness. If you peer into the darkness and can't see anything for too long, your mind will start to linger over old memories. Memories are to be avoided as per Precept 4. How could you not have a Zote game? You hate Uwu, especially the Pantheon version without Coral's help. Ooh. How does it work without Coral's help then? Like, how do you get, do you just have to do X amount of damage? Also, by the way, we're leaving. That too, pricing like this completely regains any possible negative thoughts on them from the community. Yeah. They must be beloved at this point. I mean, they were already beloved, but like $20, you've earned that many million customers for life. You're expecting 25 to 30 and you have to buy about 3 copies, so they effectively bought one of your copies for you. That's amazing. What if they're gonna do paid DLC for Silksong? I mean, again, I would pay $8 million for a Zote DLC design. I'd seen 40 as the number that was bopping around, and that I was comfortable with that. Big bubbles blow up the Uwu. Okay. Interesting. Shoot the balloon things into it to make it vulnerable? Okay. Explosive jellyfish. Alright, I'm gaining more information with every sentence here. Is this where I want to be? I mean, I don't want to be anywhere near a boss fight right now, but we're going to, I think, try a different one. No. Big bubbles equals big jellyfish. Yeah, I like that we all took turns. It was a group effort to explain that to me. And I appreciate that we, like, really took it. In turns. That was very cute. Good good teamwork, everybody. Paid $60 for DS3 and another $40 for DLC at this rate. Even if they make Silksong DLC paid, it'll be less than the DS3 DLC alone and be a bigger game. Yeah. Which I can't believe we were en route. Okay, hold on. Can't believe we were en route to playing Dark Souls games and we got delayed by a surprise fucking Silksong release. I can't tell if that's a sign from the universe that I should not put myself through that misery or what. Okay. I'm just realizing that I think I forgot to put the compass charm on. I think we'll be fine. Oh no, I have to play peak video games instead of playing the games that exist solely to piss you as the player off and say it makes you a better person. Yes, we all know how you feel about them. Yeah. That's deserved on my part. Every time I fall down that hole after hitting this beautiful creature. I just need them to get out of the way, really. So as long as they can move, they can live. Okay, we go on. I am mostly excited about Dark Souls gaming. I think because I'm excited for chat. It's like on par with a little bit, but not the same. Getting to talk about like Avatar, which I finally watched, right? Like I finally watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is a thing that so many people have as a nostalgic part of their childhood. And whether like Dark Souls was part of your childhood or teenhood or adulthood or whatever the fuck, I think a lot of people just have nostalgia for those games. And a love for them that I think will be fun to get to share. So, like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be more lax about backseating than I normally am, because I don't think there's a way to avoid it with Souls people. Just don't think there's a way to avoid it. Plum, I love you dearly, but you telling me how great you're doing in Hollow Knight while I'm not doing great in Hollow Knight is not doing wonders for me. Will you get the fuck out of the way? Apparently not. Can we even make it to fucking Hive Knight? Okay. Yes. One miserable step at a time. Okay. The bees just want to give you a hug. I do appreciate that. It's a bit like getting hugged by a hedgehog, where the thought is very pleasant. The experience is maybe not as fun on both sides of the equation. Oh, fuck you both. Oh, we're gonna die. Get out of here. Oh my gosh, we actually almost did. I do understand that other people have different experience levels with this game. I'm just saying that the play-by-play is maybe not doing anything wonderful for my morale. Will you two get the fuck out of here? So many spiky boys. Oh my goodness, we finally did it. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate the hype team. We're gonna make it to the high fight, and what we're gonna try and do, by the way. Oh lord. Oh lord, he coming! I see the big one. Don't attract the big one. The smarter thing to do here. Shit. Can we dream nail in here? There are some places you can't. You cannot dream nail right there. Can you dream nail right here? Dreamgate, sorry. Hell yeah, you can! Okay, we never have to do that run back again, is the beautiful thing about this. We'll just die at the bench and yeet ourselves over here. One problem slightly solved, you know? Stop jumping into those, please. Oh, okay, that was terrible. B run back does suck. It's a bad time, so we're gonna not do it. Should probably check what my charms are while I'm being in there so boldly, because I think this is more of a stabby fight, and I think we've got. Well, spells might not be a bad. You know what? Maybe that was fine. Okay, new hotness. Yeah, I see you getting mad at me already. Don't even fucking think about it. Oh, my shit's gonna be on the other side. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. We can maybe... Oh, is it worth to go try and get some soul off of whatever's sitting right here? Probably not, no. Probably not! Okay, but we did this. That's fine. You know what? We'll get them off of the little bees that come off the ceiling. Okay, good. That's fine. That's adequate. Fuck. Okay, we were doing okay there. Streaming schedule is, we're a little bit weird today. Normally it's Monday to Friday, 12:30 to 5:30 Eastern time in the United States. And thank you. I like your vibes. I'm always glad to make new stream friends. Lydia, did you do any streams of your own? While we're being friendly? Oh yeah, I don't have to do this run back. Gosh, that is such good tech. I don't even care if we don't make it to whatever our dream goals are. I don't care. That's such a good cheat. It's making me in a good mood. Thought about it a time or 10, but never set it up. Ooh. What are your, if you streamed, or even if you don't, what are your go-to games? Like, what are your fave? I assume Hollow Knight, but, assuming is a dick move. Ouch. Stop jumping into those things, girl. Ow. got beat in the face! Hollow Knight is lovely, and randomizers help keep it from getting too stale. Roguelike, some strategy games, the occasional cozy game. Oh, we love that. I've only ventured into cozy gaming once so far as a streamer. My experience in gaming before streaming, though, because I've streamed mostly Metroidvanias, but my experience in gaming before that was an absurdly long time in World of Warcraft, and also like a lifetime of Sims playing. So as far as cozy games go, like Sims is my bae. I also played quite a bit of Animal Crossing during the peak of the pandemic. And then I dipped my toes in on stream twice into Hello Kitty Island Adventure. It was pretty hype. I would like to do more of that, but Hello Kitty Island Adventure specifically feels like a game that rewards you for being kind of a sweaty player. Like playing every day for long periods of time so that you have time to give everybody all their gifts and do all the things. And I just don't have the schedule for that right now, so. That said, it was a very fun time. You swipe at me, spicy little shade. Sweaty cozy. Better and better games for our stream. I've done pretty much all Metroidvanias since I started about a year ago. So we did Hollow Knight first. This is coming back to it. Tunic, which isn't quite a Metroidvania, but has a lot of similar elements. Cozy Fox game, we called that one. We did the Prince of Persia Metroidvania game, called The Lost Prince. And Nine Souls for a while. I haven't finished that one yet. Why do I feel like I've forgotten every game that I've ever played? I genuinely have a notebook of them all. Oh, the Blasphemous games. Lol. Blasphemous 1 and 2. Those were hype. I love the Blasphemous games. You finally beat Tunic last week? Let's go. Which ending did you go for, Quaint? Did you go puzzly or did you go fisticuffs? You went both, okay. Let's go. Oh, that was such a fun game. I really enjoyed the puzzle element of that game more than I thought I would. Yeah, we are planning to do, as far as stream content, I will be playing Silksong probably like a week after it comes out to give people time to play it on their own. And then after that, I actually had Souls content lined up. I moderate for 2 different people who play Souls games, and have just been, that's how I got into Twitch, was on the Souls community. I came in by watching a Lil Aggie VOD on YouTube, and I was obsessed, and I was like, I need to watch Lil Aggie on Twitch, and have just ended up falling in love with Souls games. Even though I don't think I'm good enough to play them, it's so mesmerizing to watch other people play them well. So out of respect for all the friends that I've made on Twitch through those communities, I think I'm gonna try and give them a go. But we will definitely be taking breaks in between to get back to Metroidvanias, because I just love this genre so much. It's so beginner friendly. Like, if you are stuck on something like this boss, you can just leave. You can just leave. Frickin' what do you mean? There's a video game where you can just leave when it gets shitty, and you can come back when you're feeling better. That's literally what our map markers are. These red map markers mean come back when you're a better person. We marked the Hive Knight on it. And Hornet. Black ones are for... I'm trapped behind a skill there. But yeah, I love that. You can just mark it and be like, now, come back when I'm a better person. And today I'm feeling like a better person. Started a year or two ago, and at some point first got stuck on some puzzles and then got distracted and dropped it. It is such a sweet game. I know that I need to play... Oh, what's the ones by the same developers? Something about doors. It's got the crows in it, like the birds. Can't remember the name of it, but it's on my list to play that one as well. It's got such a similar... It's a much darker vibe for a game, but it has... Although Tunic gets kind of dark too. Death's Door, that's the one, thank you. I think that one probably starts darker than Tunic does. But it just... I like the feel of those games. Seen it, not played it. Yeah. Gauntlet coming up is pretty brutal. Wish you luck. Of course, Plum. Best of luck. You've got this. And I'm gonna get this fucking fight if it kills me. Not sure how late I'm going today. We did start extraordinarily late. Ow. I've got to stop getting shish kebab. This is a terrible attempt. Okay, well good. We'll restart that. We'll start that over and do better, because that was miserable. Right, uppies. Saddy! I'm not winning. I've lost a lot of boss fights in a row today, but I'm having fun anyway. Are you winning? I just got punched by my own shade. Amazing start to a fight. Let's go see if we can get that 1 health back somehow. You did? As in, like, you beat the game? Okay, well, that was a dumb place to start. Hold on, hold on. Hold. Everything was a mistake. Don't worry about it. Don't let them in here is the name of this game. You did not do that, okay. How far are you in Hot Puppet Game, out of curiosity? I have your VODs queued up to watch. I have a shit ton of Hollow Knight content to get through first. Beat the one-winged angel. Okay, okay, okay. Ah, that's a mistake. Mistakes were made. Oh boy. Yeah, get your large butt over here. You can't reach me, thank fuck, but you can come over here and I can hit you in the nose. I love all the bees in the background. This hive is so cute, even if it is so incredibly deadly. Yo! Shadow Porker, welcome on in! You were also playing Hollow Knight? Let's go! Porker raid, we have snacks. What an amazing raid message. Hi Cola, hi Bolt, hi Sycorax. Okay. I can't read, don't worry, that's a me problem, not a you problem. Hi Princess Tofu, I love your username. Mitsu Rules, JJ Tronks, OM goodness. OM goodness. That's not a real thing that people say. Am I replaying for Silksong? No, I was replaying this for my 1-year stream anniversary because this is the first game I ever streamed a year ago. And then they just happened to announce Silksong was happening on my birthday. So, happy early birthday to me! De-rusting, you were doing no nail pantheons? Ugh. Everybody who comes in here who has just played Hollow Knight is so much better at the game than I am. You have my mad respect for doing the pantheons at all, much less making challenges out of them. Y'all are cracked. Pork Stuff, hi Stonk, welcome on in. It was a coincidence. Yeah. So September 4th is when Silksong comes out, and that is my birthday. Thank you for the birthday in advance. And yeah, I think that's just such a fun... Toby Honeybee, it is your home! Duh. They're sleeping down here. These bees down at the bottom of the screen are definitely sleeping. They're fine. That one's also fine. I just put it to sleep with a little spell that I have. It's a magic spell that makes the bees very sleepy and they need their rest, okay? That's all that is. Oh lord. Oh lord. You've done harder stuff, but that's for another story for another day. Listen, I'm over here struggling with just generic ass Hive Knight, okay? So we're on a different playing field, but we are having a good time with it. Minus the fact that I just got murdered by a small bee. That was my fault. The white smoke sword calms the bees. Yes. Just instant sleep. It's very good for their health. Is there a large gash in all of these sleeping bees? That's not a gash, that's a blanket. It's a red blanket. It keeps them cozy and warm. JJ Trunks is cracked? Oh no. Well, don't judge too harshly, please. I was just losing severely. You can see how much of a chicken shit I am, okay? I've left a Dreamgate here because I don't like doing the Hive run back to get to the Hive Knight, and I've died so many times that I was like, fuck it, we're leaving a Dreamgate so we don't have to do that room again, and then I did that room again by choice. But yeah, I was struggling with the Hornet 2 fight, failed at it, and so now we're failing at this for a change of pace. You get a great reward for besting him in combat. You get the 900 dream teleport. Yeah. I did get the teleport. And I'm using up all of my dream essences to escape the Hive. Bee Lady videos are so calm. Oh my gosh, yeah, she's like, and it was another great day of saving the bees. I know exactly who you're talking about. She's so good. Why does she say bees like that, Stonk? You've unfortunately slowly become somewhat of an elitist from playing overly hard bosses. Again, I have mad respect. I think it's very fun to... We'll get to this boss in a second. I think it's very fun to watch people who are skilled at this game. Like, Deathless is one of my favorite other streamers who plays this. And Shadow, I don't even know that I followed you, but I need to do that right this second. Following... But yeah, so I love watching people who can turn Hollow Knight into speedruns, challenge runs, hit lists, like whatever we're doing. Deathless is so good! Yes, Deathless is so much fun to watch. And watching how y'all just move through the game just effortlessly is so addictive. I love watching other people's Hollow Knight content. And then I get in here and, again, this was the first ever game I played that was, like, not The Sims. So I'm on a learning curve. We're having a different time over here. Take the raid back. Let's go. That'd be an amazing thing that you could actually do. I utilize Dreamgate more than you do already. Yeah, I know zero other people who use Dreamgate. Although I think Bolt Paper said that they do. But no, I'm a huge Dreamgate advocate. Especially for fights like this where, like, the run back is ass. Like, just save yourself the trouble. Like, let's do it. I also, if I need to go into Deep Nest for any reason whatsoever, get yourself a Dreamgate out of there. Has a built-in system that gives more random dream drops the more of them you use. Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that. You made her use it. Let's go. Look, with the rest of stream, you need to freshen up. Absolutely. Anybody else who needs to raid and run, please feel free. I appreciate you stopping by and sharing your friends. We'll be having an interesting time over here. Are you going to some wrestling? What kind of wrestling? I know you have to go, but like, I dated a guy for a long time who was very into WWE, AEW, and New Japan Pro Wrestling, so I know more than I should about wrestling. I hope you have a great time. It is really fun to watch in person. Do you have any idea what Radiance is? You know how good I am? Oh, what any Radiance is. I do. I can't play the game, but that does not mean I don't know how other people play the game. Deep Nest is scary. Ring of Honor PPV tonight and the AEW Collision taping tomorrow. Oh, have so much fun with both of those things. They're in Philly for the week. Oh, how cool. I did a few AEW events and a few New Japan events, but I, for better or for worse, didn't ever do any WWE events. I've heard that the smell of those is not so great. I don't know why the overlap of people who don't know how to shower and people who love WWE specifically is such a high overlap, but there we are. Doing a short residency at the old ECW arena, so that'll be nostalgic for you. You went to damn near every ECW event in Philly. Oh, that's so fun. WWE events will cost you an arm and a leg today. I went to San Francisco with my boyfriend at the time for a WrestleMania event, but he bought a ticket for himself to go, and then he was like, you don't want to be around all these sweaty men outside all day. Godspeed. You go like explore the Golden Gate Bridge and stuff like that. So I did. So that's as close as I got to it. Was smelling what he smelled like when he got back, and it was not great. Oh, that's nice if they prevent you from locking yourself out, yeah. Ouch. If I could stop running into the bee, that would be lovely. Also, if I could stop running into those, that would be lovely. Stop it, sir! Leave me alone. Let me rest in my corner. Make such cute noises, OMG. Ooh, I knew that was gonna hit me. Okay! Hygiene needs to be addressed. It's gross. Yeah. $70,000 for a WrestleMania front row ticket these days. I feel like that's a slight exaggeration, but not probably that far off. You make sure you're shower deodorized and cologne for any time in public. You pride yourself on it. Listen, if we get enough freshly washed human beings going to wrestling events, eventually you'll have to outnumber the people who don't do such a thing. The men who are afraid to wash their own butts. We've had whole discussions on this stream before of the men who won't wash their butts because they're afraid it's going to make them gay. So yes, we're just going to keep giving tickets to the people who come in clean and showered. And eventually you're gonna outnumber them, okay? You own 2 bidets? Oh, you're already too good for this world. You weren't gay till you washed your butt. You know what? I love that for you. Oh, we've had such long conversations about this. The hashtag cishet_sad is the hashtag that I've been using lately. Being attracted to straight men is just genuinely not a choice. Here to say it, okay? Keep your thing clean as a whistle. Very proud, very proud. You know, I feel like I'm going to go out on a limb and say, while we're talking about Venn diagrams and overlaps, the overlap of people who love Hollow Knight and the overlap, you know, the group who wash their butts. I feel like it's pretty much a solid circle. It's a good group. Wash his butt. You know, we do not kink shame around here. Not gonna yuck on any yums, as they say. Although I do kind of find the phrase yuck on yum kind of yucky. But we do stand you doing your thing, especially if your thing is cleaning your butt. Or clean a friend's butt. Thought you were the only one. No, it's a weird phrase. You lied. This is getting more complicated by the second. What the fuck are you doing up there in the ceiling? Okay. Also, I have a startling amount of money that I need to figure out what to do with. We're gonna get this a few more attempts, and then I might go looking for trouble elsewhere, because I have a thing that I need to do. I need to unlock the DLC so that I can spend my money getting my fragile charms turned into not so fragile charms, and I have forgotten where that is. Well, I know where it is, but I have forgotten where exactly it is. So we might ask the peoples for some help. You can pick your friends, you can clean your butt, but you can pick your friends clean your butt. Oh, I'm so glad you get it. We even had a story in here. I saw this story on Instagram, so this is like a third party, fourth party, I don't know. Who can tell? But I believe it with my whole heart, where a lady was saying that she finally had the courage, thanks to a podcast on Instagram. Thanks to a podcast on Instagram, she finally had the courage to break up with her boyfriend because he not only wouldn't clean his butt, but wouldn't wipe his butt. So that was a whole thing. That's a whole thing that straight women are out there dealing with their straight men that they're dating, is just why? And the worst thing that will never leave my head was that she said in her message to this podcast, "It's just so nice now I can sit on the couch without worrying about if there's any shit on it." Was he sitting like pantsless on this couch? Like, I don't understand. I personally thought I had one of the worst stories out there, because my very first boyfriend ate napkins. Okay, like tore little pieces off the napkins and ate them while he was monologuing at me. We talk about him in stream a lot. His nickname is Napkin Eater for obvious reasons. And then I realized that there are just like actual poop men out there. So every day we stray further from Grace. Grace has left the planet. I'm gonna be honest with you. Grace might have left the solar system. We're really having a hard time out here. And yeah, this person was going to previously stay with this man until a podcast told her not to. So that's where we're at with the state of dating in 2025, and I fucking cannot. A little bit too late there. Stop! Me, not him. Playing like cheeks? Okay. That was bad. The only poop man you love is the dung defender. I agree. That was something new that I learned yesterday in stream. I have played through this game before, but I didn't realize that the stink charm was such a blessed thing to have when you visit Leg Eater. We shouldn't clean our friends' butts. You know, not yet. I will say I'm quite grateful. I spent several years of my life living in rural Tennessee taking care of my grandparents, but I was in the stage of their lives between like full independence and needing that level of help because I don't think I could have brought myself to be a butt cleaner. If no one else were around to do it, yes. But I was a little bit better suited to just being a chauffeur. So, where the fuck is Spicy Skirts? There's a difference between work and sport, if you know what I mean. I do be getting ya. Okay. I say we get this a few more attempts and then we'll move on to Howling Cliffs, which I think is where the DLC stuff is, if I remember correctly. We'll find out in a minute. It's not that I'm not having fun with Hive Knight, it's just I feel like I'm getting worse by the second. Which is not the vibes. Case in point. I feel like I'm getting worse by the second. Technically, Hive Knight is DLC stuff. True. Yeah, but doesn't Shade Dash require Hornet? Yeah, that's exactly why I haven't. Smackety smack. Hello, any large beeman. Thank you. The penis. Great name. I didn't mean to dash into you. Okay, I say 2 more attempts. And then we give ourselves a break and go do something else. If for no other reason than I don't want to use up all of my fucking dream essences on this one boss fight. We got this. That was a long ass fucking animation, huh? How long does it take to come through a dream? I don't know how we managed to get through that. Will you stop? I do love the little noises. I cannot wait for new noises in Silksong. What do you mean there's gonna be more bosses with more cute noises? Oh no! Oh no! Alright, one more. Use as much as it takes, thank you. It's not that I mind being stuck on a boss fight. It's my favorite part of Metroidvanias, is just being able to leave when it suits you, you know? You just went back and got all the achievements on Steam. Let's go. There's one achievement that I will never get. And I will let you guess. It's leaving Zoe behind. I fucking refuse, okay? We're just never getting that. And never getting that achievement. Took you 160 plus hours? That is still like... No, Zoe's my bae. He is an ass. Okay, we've already established that I dated a man who ate napkins. Okay? So being in love with Zoe is really not that large of a stretch for me. I'm in therapy. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not dating any Zotes in real life. I'm just in love with a Zote in a game. Also, Zote quote 25. Precept, protect your own weak point. Be aware that your foe will try to identify your weak point, so you must protect it. The best protection, never having a weak point in the first place. It is a problem with me. 100%. Oh, I like prickly people and prickly pets, okay? It's why I've got hedgehog emotes. I like a little fight. And Zote is an asshole, and for some reason I'm deeply attracted to that. I can't help it. It's my shades. stuck on the other side of the wall. Oh yeah, that was funny. Also, geez, dying at the start. Oh, I was right in the wrong spot for that, huh? Right in the wrong spots. Fuck so no. Is Feeny probably like a proud dad seeing so much spell use? Yeah, I was real bad at spells the first time I played through this game. To be fair, I was playing, I think that was another thing about keyboard mouse that was just, or not keyboard mouse, just keyboard. It was just, for some reason, easier for me to forget to do directional spells or spells at all on keyboard, and I couldn't tell you why. I think it was arguably easier to do on keyboard. For those who are seasoned Hollow Knight vets, do you prefer keyboard or controller? Just curious. Animation for the Hive Knight's lunge. Sorry, my watch just got really aggressive there. It's because it's time to take my medication. Animation for the Hive Knight's lunge kind of throws you off. Beating him hitless was harder than it felt like it should be. Interesting. I'm not doing well enough to be able to notice that. Why did I just say that? Stop landing on those. Oh, fuck off. I walked right into the bee. I walked right into the bee! You'll do all platforms with platformers with controller. Controller player how stuck on console. Got a lot of practice on Hive Knight doing P3. I was rocking to the right and I had the controller pointed a little bit up and I went back inside the door. It's a really fun fight. I do enjoy this fight quite a bit. I know I'm not like smiling while I'm fighting the boss probably, but I do think that would probably be creepy. I used to have a guy that I worked with who I was doing an office job, right? And so you're just sitting there typing away, doing your thing. And he would walk by and be like, smile, which of course, hopefully we all know now not to just tell women or anybody to just smile out of the blue. It's stupid. You can give me a reason to smile. That would be lovely. But I was like, bruh, it would be so fucking creepy if I was just like smiling and typing at the same time all day. Okay, that would be unhinged behavior. No, please don't expect that of people. So I'm sure I'm not smiling while I'm doing this fight, but I am having a good time. And it would be creepy if I were smiling during this fight. Probably. I don't know. Maybe somebody can make it work. Dude who was doing Celeste on Dancepad at GDQ blew your mind. Just how... Yeah, so, oh, who's the person who does Gloom Shadow? She does all sorts of Souls games on Dancepad. It's just wild how good she is. Or she'll do, like, one-hand controller or something like that. Or, like, some stuff on controller, some stuff on Dancepad. Or, like, two different, like... I don't know. Gloom Shadow's just amazing stuff on, like, making life difficult with inputs. Yeah. And then Park and Harbor has also done at least Lies of P on Dancepad. And like what do you mean? Gloom is cracked. Gloom is actually the person who inspired me to do the sticker book for subs. That opens to the most impressive page that I have in here. But I just thought that was so sweet that when somebody subscribed to her channel that she took the time to like write down their name and put a little sticker in for them. I was so mesmerized. I subscribed immediately because I thought that was so cute. But also their content is absolutely amazing. One game on controller, one on Dancepad. Let me tell you what. The only person who told you to smile that you didn't hate gave you a pack of dried cranberries? Okay. You hate Hot Puppet Game? No. Are you 7 chapters in? Is that the gang fight? Is that what's happening? Or have you come to hate the game across all 7 chapters equally? For those who don't know, I love Lies of P. Hot Puppet Game is what I call it because the heal animation in that game just does something for me. It's Swamp Creature. Interesting. But yeah, the heal animation. Ladder slide and opening doors animation. Just sheesh. Why did they have to make that game so hot? Also, every character in that game is, well, not every character, but like so many NPCs in that game are just so much hotter than they have any rights to be. Hating the Swamp Thing is valid. I kind of forgot the Swamp Thing was in that game, to be honest. It's such an such an unimpressive boss. Listen, one shitty boss does not ruin a whole game, though, okay? It's not even a shitty boss, it's just not a great boss. I say that like I played the game. I haven't, I just watch people play. Gang Fight was bad, Romeo was hard, but Swamp Boy and that fucking clown are reasons 12 to 26. Okay, but what about that heal animation, though? That heal animation. Does that not do it for you? You landed on my head. I don't even think I healed there. Leave a girl alone, I'm too young to die. Oh, that little buzzy noise is so good! How could you not love the little buzzy noise? I'm sorry, I got distracted by the buzzy noise and I forgot to play the game. I was just fucking stuck in that corner. Didn't tickle the ivory. Okay, tickling the ivory is playing the piano. We're talking about the same thing. We had past Hornet 2 in the Pantheon, then got insta-killed by the next boss. No! Do you want to come do Hornet 2 for me though, while you got her fresh in your memories? Yeah, the first gang fight was definitely didn't scratch the itch. Yeah, we'll take that. The first gang fight was really well done, and I feel like everybody was just wildly impressed by that. I remember everybody's first playthrough. That was like, well, that's how you do gang fights, right? Like that's chef's kiss. This is well done. And then the second one came around, and everybody was like, I take it fucking back. I take it fucking back. Tickling the ivory. I only know that phrase, well, 2 reasons. 1, I play piano, and 2, when I was a wee child and I was talking about going to play the piano, I would sometimes say tinkling the ivories because, like, music tinkles, right? Like, it makes a tinkling sound sometimes. But, like, all adults thought I meant, like, tinkling, like, pissing. I was like, why? So I couldn't get that phrase right to save my fucking life, and I'm still mad about it. It's fine. It's fine. First one is what I think the standard should be for multi-boss, and the second they start it and you're like, oh, also there's a Raging Bull that never loses aggro, fuck you. Yeah. I do agree. The first one is really, really well done, and the second one feels frustrating just because of how well done the first one was. I still don't think the second one is terrible. But the first one just feels flawless. Is that the end? Please be the end. Please don't be 7 more. Oh my gosh. Let's go. You were frustrated by the first one, so the second one would break you? Probably. Main reason you were able to clear is because you broke the sword. Ooh. Yeah, I do think that, like, weapon breaking mechanic is super cool. Thank you for the GGs! Also, oh, okay. First of all, Hive Blood, best boy, best charm. Only reason I made it through White Palace than the first playthrough. Stellar, but I think we were only 1 charm away. Oh, lol. from our next charm notch, so we should go get that. My knight, at last you are freed. Oh, Hive Queen Vespa. Small thing, I know you're kind. If you attempt to resolve your past, then know I am not the queen you seek. It is the pale beings that bear blame for your nature. Though this hive exists within a Hallownest, we play no part in its attempted perpetuation. Schlorp? Thanks! That should undo some of the, stupid fucking dreamgating that I was doing. It is perfect for Palace. Yay! Thank you again for the GGs. Feels good to get one non-dream boss done. I'm gonna get obliterated on the way out of the hive, though. Oh lord. Oh lord! They're all hanging out right outside the door. Oh my gosh. What a clusterfuck. Ah! Don't let that one in. Don't let that one in. It's a bad time if you let that one in. Trying to lure them high enough up on this wall that they don't actually make it through the door is what I'm doing, in case anybody's curious why the fuck I'm doing this really horrible dance. Okay, get in, get out. Get in, get out. Okay, we didn't die. I did murder the queen. I didn't necessarily murder her, actually. What if I just, put her in my pocket, is how we've been describing it. It wasn't a murder. We also have Marissa in our pocket, okay? Oh my gosh, I don't know how we didn't get murdered there. Oh, fuck! Why is the hive like this? Don't panic. Don't panic! Jiminy Christmas. I didn't kill Marissa. I put her in my pocket, okay? I gave her a really nice concert. Here's what happened. Marissa wants to sing for people, and so I brought Millabelle with me from the fucking spa upstairs. I bopped her dumbass all the way down the fucking elevator shaft, and then bopped her up onto the fucking stage so that she could hear Marissa sing, which meant Marissa had two lovely people at her last concert, and then I put Marissa in my pocket so that she could enjoy that lovely memory with me forever. Okay? Okay. We made it with all of our money. We made it with all of our money. I can't believe we made it. I'm just gonna miss everyone calling you some form of short night when Silksong comes out. True. That's been the funniest part of, well, not the funniest part, but it's been a funny part of Aggie's playthrough, is him getting pissed that every person's calling him a short king. Kind of prefer Deep Focus and Grub Song for Palace and Path of Pain, but I'm impatient about waiting on High Blood to do its thing. That's totally fair. If I had any skills whatsoever, like, I don't think I pogoed at all in the entirety of White Palace until the very last jump where you have to. I'm so bad at it. Just, like, perhaps the worst person you've ever known to do a pogo. So for me, like, I would rather just stand still and wait it out and collect my thoughts, have a little yap with chat. It was worth. Now, if I weren't streaming it, maybe I'd have a different strat, but, like, it worked out really well for me, and I didn't die in the entirety of that attempt. So I only had to do White Palace once. Felt good. Felt great. Okay, we are going... Is this still the fastest way to get to her? I don't actually know. Wood Jazz! how is your Cuphead playthrough going? I saw that you were playing it. You did make it to a... Like, I read your messages from the bottom up for some godforsaken reason. Okay, hi, I'm back. Technically, Marissa was already dead. True, excellent point. Could have added Weaver Song. Okay. Made it to a skirt stream. Let's go. Good day. Great day. I have a Wajaz in my chat. It's a great day for me. I have the disrespect to sit down and listen to her sing. Hey! I did beat him. I did beat the boss. Fucking finally. I pogoned, exactly. That's where you must be going wrong. You'd like Hive Blood more if you were streaming. Yes, exactly. Loopy, if you could just start streaming specifically to be able to use Hive Blood, that would be wonderful. Okay, so I know I can't go down. I do understand that much. Also, guess who doesn't have her cheater charm on? It's going well. You're so bad at it. Thank God Crawl is slightly better. You can't be as bad as I was at peak. Holy hot damn. I have never felt worse for Crimbo in my entire life. What was that peak playthrough? That was the worst thing that's ever happened. I kind of want to put on High Blood now just for the vibes. Oh, it's 4. Never mind. Never mind. You're either amazing at terrible peak. There is no middle. Yeah, well, shocker. I was terrible. Somebody said that it was because I was playing on controller, and that's such a sweet thing for them to say. I don't think that had anything to do with it. I think I'm just bad at peak. The spikes on the ground just call to me as somebody who's a professional hole finder. I just had to fall through every hole and land on the spikes. You know? I'm also a spike scientist. So... Really, it's Crimbo's fault for thinking that there was going to be any other ending to that. Okay, up and around. Will I remember that? Absolutely not. Not today, Satan bug. What the fuck hit me up there? It was you. Percent complete. I don't have a percent complete yet. Because I haven't gotten to final boss man. Best percent complete. Oh, speaking of Crimbo, did you hear me say that you're the problem? Oh, fantastic. Listen, just saying, Peak was a weird choice on both our parts for a collab game. Okay, stop shooting little bebes at me. PhD in hole finding, MD in spike science. Oh, I need that. Hold on, I'm taking a screenshot of that. I need that on a shirt. When we do... Ugh, chat moved. When we do skirts merch in 100 years, we'll put that on a shirt. You've been on a collab streak? I saw that. I love that you also did Peak. I'm so jealous that you got to collab with Mini Jelly. I don't know your other collab partners, or else I'm sure I would be jealous of them too. You want to wear a lot of charms, don't you? Of course you do. Buy this charm notch and you'll be able to wear more charms at once. Hell fucking yeah. Finally something to do with all of our $8 million. We also have so many gift cards. Minnie's the coolest. OMG. Okay, wait. Lol? One of these days you'll have to play Cuphead. Maybe you can play it with Crimbo, because it sure as shit isn't going to be me who does that. It sounds like it's all boss rush. Okay, once you own 40 charms, I need 14 more? Jeez, woman. Don't ask for much, do ya? Steam Remote Play kind of sucks. I don't know, it saved our ass on many a game, but it is kind of broken on other games. Kind of blame your ineptitude on it. That's fair. If we got it to work on a game, I don't think we ever noticed any problems with it as far as like lag or whatever. A+ gaming. It's just that like so many games it would be completely scuffed on where like I would on my end I wouldn't have audio basically, or I wouldn't be able to use one of the joysticks on the controller that was for Portal 2 was broken in that particular way. Did we ever open this tram, by the way? Apparently fucking not. Did we? We're about to find out. Spent like 3 hours setting it up and troubleshooting. Yeah, and in some games it just never gets better. Like there was another one, Secrets of Grindaea, I think is one of the ones. That like it just straight up didn't work on, where I just never could get sound. Y'all have any alternatives you found? Yeah, I had to get a free gaming PC from A-Town. Because I couldn't play those games on Mac, and that's what worked. I am curious on some of those ones where it was just a controller problem. I don't think I ever tried, what is it, like Steam Input? Where like you can make Steam take over the like controller functionality basically. And I don't think I ever tried that. And that might have fixed the problem, because sometimes it's just the game thinking you have a weird controller. You had to get you an A-Town? Yeah. I'll let them know that you're next in line. Or maybe we can just do like a pass it on down the line thing, where like when A-Town gets his next computer, I can get the first hand-me-down and then you can get my old one. For your friend, whoever's in need of the old one. Yeah, we'll just keep passing them on. I'm here to tell you, I'm still waiting on my... I complained about this earlier in stream. I also bought a new MacBook Pro. And it is fucking stuck in a Cincinnati hub somewhere, and it's pissing me off. So, if we could all just get new computers, that would be great. When I am president, we will all get new computers. Okay, we surely have been through this route, right? Yes. Uh-huh. It's in Cincinnati. I have inept somebody's. I had an eBay purchase that got stuck in Cincinnati from November till February. Possibly even April. It was a long ass fucking time. Scoots for president, thank you. I was voted from my high school class most likely to become president, not to brag. I did mention earlier in stream that my high school graduating class was like 37 people, so that wasn't really as much of a win. Not skirts, only scoots, exactly. I don't know why I'm coming up to Grandma Mall. We don't have enough. We don't have enough. We're short by a little bit. We could go work on that, though. And what we could do... Why won't it let me Dreamgate there? Okay. Maybe it did let me Dreamgate there and I was just stupid. Okay. Anyway, we have a Dreamgate that is not in the Hive now. Your high school graduating class was like 800. Yeah. No, I went to such crazy small private schools. It was... My graduating 8th grade class was 9 students. We were talking about this earlier because we were talking about like... It came up with Say, actually, who was talking about how much she loves Mesmer and how that's become like a true obsession for her that she just loves indulging in, right? And it's not a bit, it's just like genuinely something that brings her joy. And I was talking about how that was exactly what my childhood experience was like, was just rotating through big, I wouldn't even call it a hyperfixation, but just like things that I loved with my whole chest. And because I went to such small schools, I just never got shit for it. I feel like I would have been obliterated at a public school. They would have been like, I'm sorry, why are you wearing a Laura Ingalls Wilder dress, apron, and bonnet to school on a Tuesday? Girl, what? I would have been laughed out of town. But in my small ass school, they were just like, no, that seems pretty dope. You seem really into that though, huh? Your high school is almost as big as your college. Being in a smaller school is so nice. My college was pretty small for a college. I think it was 4,000 students total at the time, and only 2,000 of them were on campus. But still, compared to where I had gone to high school, that was such a big leap. And it's one of the reasons that I went to a smaller school for college, was I was like, there's no way, because I actually toured University of Texas in Houston. I don't know why I was so obsessed with going to college in Texas, but I was. Wild life choices. I was a Chicago girly for reference. But yeah, so I toured University of Texas in Houston, and that school is big enough to have its own zip code. I was like, you know what? This is maybe too big for me. So I went to the smallest of the schools that I toured on purpose. Public school can be a mess. It is a mess. Your high school is 2,200 people and your university has 3,000. Yeah. See, that, like, on a university, that feels like such a much more manageable scale because you have a whole campus to spread that across. I can't imagine having that many people in, like, a high school. I just can't. I will say, the one downside is, like, everybody does know everybody's business when you go to a really small school, right? Like, there are no secrets. I don't really know why I came up here, actually. High school campus was the size of a small college. I can't imagine. We all, like, ate through 8th grade. We all ate at the same table. Like, it was just one of those little, like, folding tables, right? Like the conference room tables or whatever you would call them. That had, like, 8 chairs around it, right? 10 chairs around it. And so all 9 of us from our class just sat at one table. Like, there weren't, like, cool kid tables and not cool kid tables. You were just, like, you all had to be fucking friends. It was a lot. Your school campus is not so big that you're never in a rush, but not so small that it's crammed. Yeah, and I feel like that was true for me of the school that I ended up going to in Texas. Yo, we can take one marker off the map. Let's go. We came back when we were better people. That does mean we have to go back for the Hornet fight soon, though. Bleh. Bleh. Okay, so we could go try the Pogo in Deep Nest, or I could go get dinner. I said I would stream till I got hangry, and we're not at hangry, but we're at hungry. So we might call it. I will say, unfortunately, I won't be able to raid out again today because still don't have my new computer, and my current computer gets mad when I try to raid and blows up the entire stream. So we would just have to end it. Unless anybody wants to post a link to a Twitch we can all go to. Maybe I'll do that. Oh, I was gonna say what the fuck is that, and then I realized it's another thing that's stuck behind Hornet. I really have to do that Hornet fight tomorrow. We just have to stick with it. Okay, let's call it today, and then not tomorrow. I'll be back on Monday. We'll do the Hornet fights because we kind of have to. I don't care about leaving Watcher Nights, it's fine. But we kind of have to do the Hornet fights to unlock a bunch of, like, progress. Because Miss Ma'am holds the key to our magic dashing abilities. Sort of. Okay. So that's the plan. Since we came all the way up here for no real reason, let's sit next to Bretta. Hey, baby! And we'll call it. Thank you for coming to the weirdly late stream today. This was a lot of fun. It was nice to see people who are not normally awake for my other streams. Great use of Bolt's Bretta emote. It's so good. Oh, I love how many good emotes we have from so many good streamers in this community. When I become a millionaire, I'm just gonna buy subs to everybody. I do have that one in particular though, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna use it just to prove my point. Oh, it's so good. Look at that. You too can have this if you sub to Bolt Paper. I should be doing self-promo right now, but I'm gonna do other people promo. And then I'm gonna do my own self-promo. Here's the self-promo part and some raid messages that we're not gonna use. Come hang out in the Discord if you want to find out when I'm going live, but also if you want to yap about Silksong and Hollow Knight stuff and talk about how clean your butt is. We got spaces for everything. And then some YouTube accounts if you wouldn't mind dropping a follow. I did pitch this yesterday and I want to say thank you to everybody who followed the VODs account specifically on YouTube, because for some reason YouTube has decided I don't get to keep any of my views. All of my videos I know are getting views because I've been bullying people to watch them, and then YouTube will show that I have views and then it completely eats them and I don't know what's going on. But if you have time to watch a VODs video in the background, it would be omega appreciated. So we can undo whatever YouTube's doing. I don't need to be the most important person on YouTube, but having 0 views is really bumming me out. And I think it's just a YouTube bug of some sort, so I don't know how to fix it. Anyway, thank you to everybody who's already been helping with that. I've noticed and I appreciate you. And that's it. Thank you for coming to stream. Like I said, I'm sorry I can't raid out today. I love you all dearly. And I will see you again on Monday. Okay, bye!